So is that who she was catfishing as? Oh, I didn't expect that. So boom, my ex-boyfriend and I were in a long distance relationship on and off for 2 years, 2021 through 2023. In March 22, we broke up for 2 weeks and after I drove 3 hours to visit him for his birthday because he got flown out because she paid for his flight. They drove 3 hours to visit him for his birthday because they got flown out. All expenses paid for because she paid for his flight and he stayed in her dorm while he was there by a girl that lived in Florida for his birthday. For context, thank you. He lied to me the day that he was going to the airport saying how he had a sick aunt that lives in Florida and it was a possibility that she might not live. All we did at... Oh my gosh. That's up. Not him lying on his auntie. Now what if his auntie really gets sick now? Now what? Now what? Why do people use their family members as bait? Anyway, so they said he lied to me the day that he was going to the airport saying how he had a sick aunt that lives in Florida and it was a possibility that she might not live. So he was going to Florida on a Wednesday and he said his mom was flying on a Friday and I 100% believed it because I just met his mom when I visited him for his birthday and she was saying how much she loves her family and stuff like that. I found out it was all a lie because a TikTok put a video of him and his girl on my For You page. What? Oh my gosh. So 11 months went by. He contacted me on his birthday, February 2023, wanting to rekindle things and hoping to have a better relationship. So we got back together. Dumb mistake. As the months went by, everything was going fine up until September, October. The energy totally shifted. He was meaner than usual, inconsistent with communication, and he would barely listen or care about anything. It said I had to say or was interested in. Since this behavior was something I felt like I had already experienced with him, it caused me to be more anxious and investigative. So I started looking through his Instagram and TikTok for more insight because I already knew it was another person in the picture based on the actions that were taking place. I found that he was following this girl on both TikTok and Instagram, even was following her spam. And on TikTok, he was in her comments and the comments said, "Be my Philippians 13:4. And I was heated because why are you trying to cheat with Bible and God involved? Are you dumb? Said for context, my ex-boyfriend and his new girl was talking to where it was also long distance. He lives in Texas and she lives in Arizona. Anyways, I didn't confront him about it right away. To be honest, I was in disbelief that he would come back into my life and do the same thing again. Some people feel like they can do that over and over because number one, you allow it, and number two, it's really that's it. You allow it, and that can go so many different ways. I know it's like, damn, like why you blaming her? But bro, why would you take that back after seeing that he cheated on you and him was on the like what on TikTok? That would have been done. That would have been deaded. You allowed it back. What Maya Angelou said? What she say? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. The first time. Not the second, not the third, not the fifth. The first time. Not to blame you for all that he was doing though, but I'm just saying. I kind of just let things die out to November, the day before Thanksgiving, and I asked him what he wanted to do with our relationship because things weren't the same anymore. So he told me that he wanted to take a break and I was okay with that because the situation was making me so depressed and I was angry with myself that I let him back into my life. At least you knew. People be knowing, bro. They be knowing. They know. They just do the opposite, you know, because they be feeling a type of way. They be loving that person and all this other history, etc. I'm sure a lot of factors be going into like why people be wanting to stay in messed up relationships, but bro, you can't deny that you didn't know. Now it's the middle of December. As starting the grieving process, I do what a typical person would do, and I checked his page. To my surprise, he made the girl his profile picture on Instagram. I immediately crashed out. Oh my gosh. No, hold on. I feel like I got something for this. Oh my gosh, why don't I be using that? Oh my gosh. FaceTime them. Keep this in mind because I wasn't blocked when I called, and it's important to the story later on. And starting getting on his ass, and when he said he was tired of the shit and then blocked me on everything. So for the next couple of months until March 2024, I was still healing from the relationship. This was where the story does a whole 180 and also a 360. Damn, 180, 360? That's crazy. So on March 26, 2024, just 3 days before his birthday, I was scrolling on TikTok as usual, and I see the girl that he made his profile picture on my For You page. So I went to her profile and it wasn't the same profile I knew her by. I instantly noticed that she had a TikTok with a dude that she called her boyfriend and it wasn't my ex. I was in utter shock at what I was seeing, but I was also extremely confused and also smiling on the inside. And it's a lot of emotion. I saw that her IG was connected to her TikTok. So I go to the Instagram and it's not the same account. They say LMAO. They laughing at his ass. And her profile picture was also her boyfriend. So I knew that this wasn't the same account he had been following. For context, we're going to call the girl Corey. My mind didn't instantly go to Corey being a catfish. The reason why I didn't think that she was one, because the amount of content she had of the other girl. We're going to call the other girl Ray. She had TikTok videos, selfies, dump videos with her and them. So I thought she just had 2 accounts and just had 2 boyfriends. That's the story I went with me being me. I could not just hold all this information in. So I made a story time about it on TikTok. And to my surprise, that story went viral. Oh my gosh. People in the comments were wanting to know about what the people look like, my ex-boyfriend and the new girlfriend Corey. So I accepted people into my spam, and this is when I noticed that my story reached a target audience. My ex-boyfriend's best friend requested to join my spam, so I accepted him to see this marvelous performance that was being put on by these clowns. Later that day, the new girlfriend Corey requested to join my spam too. I didn't accept her till a couple of days later, because you know what I did? While all of this was happening, people from my spam are DMing the other boyfriend. I wasn't aware that it was happening until the other boyfriend messaged me. We're going to call him Mike. Mike messaged me on my main Instagram account. To my surprise, the first message was, "You got it all wrong." So I texted him back like, "What do you mean?" He texted me back like, "Your ex got catfished by my girlfriend's," his girlfriend's name was Ray, "cousin for 6 months." What? Oh my gosh. So basically, the boyfriend that she thought was like, I guess she thought that the girl had 2 boyfriends, right? That the girl just had 2 boyfriends. She put it off like, okay, I don't know if she a catfish. The girl just probably got 2 boyfriends. The real boyfriend hit her up and was like, "Yo, my girlfriend's cousin is catfishing as her or has been catfishing as her for 6 months. So no, that's not her. You got the story wrong." Bro, her cousin, Corey, is Ray's older cousin. My jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe what was happening. Mike even texted my ex-boyfriend asking why he had his girlfriend as his profile picture. I genuinely felt like I was in a movie. I was jumping for joy because that's what you get. What goes around comes around, literally. So boom, that's not the end of the story. Yo, I think I remember who sent this in. It's crazy, but the girl who sent this in DM'd me, if I'm not mistaken. And she was like, "Yo, like my ex-boyfriend left me for," she DM'd me the same shit. And I looked at her profile and she was really pretty. Like, I'm like, damn, like, why she messaging me? Not saying pretty people couldn't message me, but it just looked like she was like an influencer or something, you know? So I'm like, what? And I'm like, what happened? I'm asking her what happened. She like, "I submitted the story." And I think this is the story. So it's crazy. Like, the boyfriend left his girlfriend, which is really pretty, for a fucking catfish. That's actually insane. So like 2 days after all this happened, Corey DM'd me on my main IG account. And I genuinely was confused on why she wanted to talk to me, considering I call her catfishing, my ex. So basically came to me as a woman saying that she didn't mean to overlap with him in our relationship and that she had no hard feelings for me and that she was sorry about what happened to me. She was told by him that I was crazy and delusional about him and that I used to email, make fake accounts and phone numbers to contact him when I never did any of that. Why would I contact you and you did me dirty? Like, what? Then told her we had stopped talking in September and that I texted him "Happy Thanksgiving." So I showed her a picture of my iPad of me texting him in December and she was dumbfounded. Wow, bro. Nigga was really playing games, bro. Nigga was really playing games. Oh my gosh. Because he told her that we stopped talking and I was blocked in September. And I called him from another phone in December, confronting him about the profile picture. She also told me that he knew that she wasn't the same person in the pictures. Really trying to convince me that he knew what she looked like. Keep this in mind. Her cousin showed me what she really looked like. So she didn't know that I knew that was a lie. So during this time we were talking about it, and all the stuff that he lied about, we followed each other and she started trying to get to know me on a friendly tip. Wasn't a good idea. We started talking about where we were from and our childhood and things of that nature. As the following month came up, she added me to her close friends on IG. This is where shit started to get weird. Out of nowhere, she started posting subliminal posts saying that she was the best persons her exes ever had. Yo, some delusional shit though. Like, you befriend her just to sub her? You befriend her just to sub her, posting screenshots of him calling her, then putting the screenshot saying how her exes never leave her alone because her worth is so high and they would be happy to wife her. Mind you, this is a catfish, bro. Mind you, this is a catfish. So they saying all this as a catfish is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess your worth that high that you gotta use somebody else's pictures. Well, makes sense to me. Anyway, said, mind you, while all this is going on, I know the real. So it was clear that she's trying to get a reaction out of me and trying to use my trauma against me. That's fucked up. On this particular day, a couple days after that, she posted a screenshot of some text messages with the contact names J. My ex-boyfriend name starts with a J. And she was reading the messages, and to be honest, they didn't add up to what she was telling me previously. So I replied to the story asking if that was my ex-boyfriend, and she said yes, and went on and wrote a whole paragraph and why she texted him back and whatnot. But that shit was not adding up. I had already knew that it wasn't him. Like, he didn't even talk to me like that. So boom. Let's back the story up in March when I was finding everything out. So when I was looking for Corey's Catfish account, I saw it in the search on TikTok that another dude, we're gonna call him James, had posted a video of Corey, and it was actually her cousin Ray. So I texted him on IG in March on my spam account. After finding out everything, I assumed that he probably got catfish too. So boom, back in April, May, when I see those text messages, I had an idea that it was actually James texting her. So I went to the spam to see if James had ever texted me back, and he had texted me back the day before after not being on IG for a month. So I asked if he knew Corey, and I put the @ name, and he said yes, he did. I asked him if he ever saw her face because they were also long distance too. He said not really, but they was always on the phone all day and night from September to January. But then they stopped talking to them and blocked him unexpectedly. I asked him if he texted her recently and started reading the message I seen on her story to him, and he was confused on how I had that. So I had to break him the bad news. I felt so bad for him because she also made my ex-boyfriend her profile picture too, and he seen it and thought it was just a random person from Pinterest. At this point, I realized that this girl is just very insecure and nuts. She lied to him saying that she played volleyball at a D1 university, and not to be fat phobic, but that girl was too damn big to play volleyball at a D1 university. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. No. Oh my gosh. She lied about living in California when she told me that she lived in Arizona. She lied about her age. She told him that she was 19, and she told me that she was 21, and a bunch of other stuff I can't remember. So after him and I had that conversation, I guess he told her that he knew that she wasn't real. So she made a subliminal post about me for 2 months and then removed me as a follower. The end. That shit is crazy, bruh. Is this the boyfriend? I wish they wrote on it and told me. His name, Jay. What? And you know, this was a minute ago. Instagram don't even look like this no more. Who the fuck is this? Like, who are these people? Who are these people, bro? I wish I knew who was who. Like, I'm a little confused.
Stunner girl. Like, stunner girl.
I choose you over 100 girls. So is that who she was catfishing as? What the fuck? This me, y'all. Ovulation week during a breakup ain't no joke. Nigga said she looked too big to be playing D1 volleyball. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Boom.